There are good movies, there are bad movies, but then there are bad movies who make it all the way around to be good movies. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Chris Chavis here with another episode of Nerd News, and today we're going to do something different. We are going to do one of my movie recommendations. Now, I'm going to be doing this once in a while. Some of the movies that I mentioned you may have seen, some you haven't. The ones that you haven't, you probably have never even heard of because they are very obscure movies, as you will see. Now, some of these really bad movies have spawned not just a popular cult following, but they have spawned specific festivals around the world, and this movie is no exception. It has, it has one of the worst ratings ever for a film, but yet again, it has spawned such a huge cult following. This movie has many quotable lines, and I hope you haven't seen it so that you can go and watch it. So without further ado, we are going to talk about Troll 2. Now, if you've seen this movie, you know why I'm selecting this for my first movie recommendations. Because it is bloody brilliant. And by brilliant, I mean absolutely horrible. So, Troll 2. Troll came out in 1990. It is about a young man named Joshua who has to spend a summer vacation with his family out in a quaint little town called Nilbog. Joshua, being a kid that he is, doesn't want to go to Nilbog. In fact, what does he do, or what does a kid do for that matter, when he doesn't want to, go somewhere? Well, he throws a fit, falls on the floor, and runs in a circle. At least that's what I did. So as Joshua hangs out with his family, he is visited by his dead grandpa, who lets him know, hey, Joshua, there are things afoot here in Nilbog. You gotta be careful. Something's gonna happen to your family, and I don't want that to happen, okay, Joshua? So to sum it up, with the help of his dead grandpa, Joshua tries to save his family from being turned into plants, so that these little tiny creatures will eat them. You can't make this stuff up, kids. So 2 fun, weird facts about this movie. Number 1, there are 0 trolls in this movie. In fact, they're referred to as little goblins. And number 2, the little town they're in, Nilbog, that's goblin spelled backwards. How's that for lazy writing? So why do I love this movie? Well, let's first start with the makeup. So the little goblins that I'm talking about, well, they look like fake plastic masks that you would find at Party City. And their lower half, the torso costume, looks like a potato sack. I'm not kidding. It looks like a potato sack. And also the special effects, when they turn into trees, or when they turn into like little plants, looks like they just squeezed green jello and like food coloring, and it makes the effect of the kids screaming, ah! And the acting. It's like they went out to a park, saw someone, and went, hey, do you want to be in a movie? Me? I've never acted before. Oh, don't worry about that, it's okay. We've never directed before. In fact, we failed English class. We're writing a script. Oh, sounds good, as long as I get paid. And with this movie being a big festival every, I don't know how often they do it, if you're sitting in the audience, you can hear everyone screaming back at the screen, repeating the dialogue, because the dialogue is so bad that it's so catchy. For example, I'm going to read you some. So one of them is from Joshua. He says, Nilbog, it's goblin. Spelled backwards. It's their kingdom. And another one is Joshua talking to his grandpa. Joshua says, Grandpa, are you really in hell? Grandpa says, no, but I know a trick that a friend of mine who went there taught me. The second most popular line in this movie is, do you see that writing? Do you know what that means? Hospitality. You can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it. And then, of course, the famous line of this movie that everyone knows is, oh my God, they're eating him. Then they're gonna eat me. Oh my God. But all in all, if you just want to watch a really silly movie, this is perfect. Get a bunch of friends together and try to make it 15 minutes in. If you can make it 15 minutes in the movie, then the rest is just downhill from there. And this is why I love movies. There are amazing movies out there, great story, wonderful acting, but sometimes you just have to strip away all that talent to get to this, because it's entertaining, to say the least. That's it, guys. Thank you for listening and watching. And if you guys like this episode or love my show, please hit the notification bell to be notified of all episodes. And please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, remember this. A bad movie isn't bad if it has the word goblin spelled backwards.